Hi, this is David Burns with the BPI Exam Academy, and I want to welcome you to our website here. I hope you get a lot of information out of our free content, and I want to give you just an introduction on home performance and a little bit more on the website. So let's get into what is home performance. And I'll start by saying what home performance is not, and hopefully dispel any kind of misconceptions you may have about home performance going into it. Home performance is not a standalone product or service. It's just doing an energy audit is not home performance. So you could basically teach a monkey how to do an energy audit, how to set up the blower door, how to use the manometer even. But that doesn't constitute solving homeowners' issues of comfort, energy efficiency, durability, and safety in the house. It's more than just doing an energy audit. A lot of HVAC contractors are getting into offering aero sealing or radiant barrier, or maybe they do a blower door test, but it's not really an audit. They're just doing it more to sell specific products and looking at just one piece of the pie instead of the whole pie. Actually, they may be making a house even worse off by not understanding home performance and the whole home approach. And that could be a very dangerous and slippery slope by thinking one product is going to solve all of the homeowner's problems and there's going to be no repercussions by sealing a house tight or fixing the duct leakage in the house. What that's going to do to the carbon monoxide and the draft from the water heaters, what it's going to do to the outside air, how that's going to maybe bring in more outside air by making a more negative pressure inside the house. And so these are things as home performance professionals we need to be aware of. Home performance is not about just rebate programs either. Even though rebate programs incentivize homeowners to do specific upgrades, we can't always just play to those upgrades. Sometimes a homeowner has a tight house, they have tight ductwork, but they still have high utility bills. Why? That may be more with a lifestyle or some pump, something that's not rebatable. The utility company doesn't really talk about it, but it's the main issue they're having and it's the main problem they're having with the house. And so we need to be able to address the whole home rather than just what's rebatable. Home performance is not just about HVAC. It's not about just changing the box on a new unit. Even though you get a 19 SEER system on a home, it doesn't matter if, let's say, you have leaky ductwork, if your return is undersized, if the home is leaky. How comfortable is a homeowner really going to be with a super efficient unit but a totally inefficient house? I like to use the analogy of replacing your heart. You could get a totally new heart transplant, but if you still smoke, if you still overeat and have a bad diet, how long do you think that new heart is going to last? Not very long. Insulation. The home performance is not about insulation. And this is another specific product. Same thing with windows, low-E windows or radiant barrier. It's not just about these things. Yes, insulation is a big part of making a home comfortable, and it's got to be installed right. But if you blow a ton of insulation up on a leaky house, it's going to cut the R value in half, and then PV. Even though solar is sexy, it is a great thing, having solar on an inefficient home is like driving a Prius with a hole in the gas tank. It looks great, you may have lower utility bills, but there's still a huge amount of waste and lost opportunity that's not being addressed. And so those are things that I want to get out there right away that home performance is not. Without an understanding of how a home works as a system, you may not be helping the home at all, but rather selling the homeowner something that sounds good, but they don't really need to fix their problems. Now let's get into what home performance is. And home performance is an idea. It's a science-based approach to make homes more safe, durable, and comfortable and energy efficient. The home is going to be the biggest investment any of us will probably ever make, but it doesn't come with an instruction manual like other big purchases do. How do you keep a home comfortable? How do you keep the energy bills down? How do you keep it safe so all the occupants aren't breathing in carbon monoxide or poisonous gas? Those are all things that homeowners either take for granted or they have no idea they should be thinking about or aware of at all. These are the things that we set out as energy auditors and home performance contractors to solve, looking at the whole home approach. How the home interacts with the family, how the family interacts with the home, and those relationships, and then address any of those potential problems within the house without recommending specific products or agendas. So home performance is about diagnostic-based solutions. It's about testing, not guessing. We go through user-defined goals and objectives around our clients' needs and wants. We have professional integrity and unbiased analysis. Even if you are selling AeroSeal, it may not be the best thing for the customer, or the customer may need something else. And in that case, we're going to teach you how you kind of walk that fine line of selling the homeowner what they want, but also giving them what they need. And that can be done through creative contract writing, through additional services, and making sure that you understand and are explaining the problems, benefits, and solutions to homeowners. And so we end up making a home more comfortable, it's safer, and it's more energy efficient, all at the same time. Let's go over a few examples to really hit this point home. If you were to choose between a SEER 14 AC system or a SEER 18 AC system, which one would you choose? Of course, the higher SEER system is always going to be the better choice, unless you have a unit that's connected to a leaky duct system that's sucking in hot, stinky attic air, or it's losing that hard-earned, cool, dehumidified air, or let's say it's a marginally sized duct system with an underventilated attic, minimal duct insulation, low airflow, and a super high static pressure. So by the time it's delivered actually to the rooms, it's 4 to 5 degrees hotter than it is after the cooling coils. In those cases, our clients might be better satisfied with a basic SEER system with duct modifications for proper airflow, a designed static pressure range and designed duct system, a properly sized AC system, insulation and duct repairs to actually keep that cool air in the ductwork. In that case, our clients aren't just wasting money on a higher SEER system when they could make a similar investment, which would translate into a much higher overall level of performance in the house. Yes, the SEER system is lower, but so is the size and capacity of the system. You're no longer conditioning the hot attic or cross-contaminating the bad air from the attic with the good air inside the home. You get the proper amount of air being delivered, and it's minimizing waste and loss. And your client system cools and dehumidifies much better. There's going to be fewer hot spots, fewer allergies and indoor air problems, and the system's going to last longer because it's not operating under such hostile conditions. And the same thing can be said with solar PV versus energy conservation. Putting that solar system on a energy hog or an energy wasting home has so much waste in it that's easy to address. It's going to create happy customers and better solutions for our clients. The good thing for us is that homes have problems. They have tons and tons of problems. We have high energy bills, hot rooms, weird smells. We have low insulation levels, high CO levels, cold rooms, indoor air quality issues, dust. We have loud HVAC systems and outdated and old HVAC systems. Most homes don't perform as well as they should, and even new homes have these problems. And if the homes have problems, then homeowners and our clients also have these problems. If you're coming from an HVAC industry or an existing service-based industry, switching to home performance has a lot of advantages. And if you're not already doing that, this will help you hopefully get over the top and start offering home performance solutions to your existing customers. So you get to level out your slow season. Home performance is not an emergency-based industry. You don't get emergency calls a ton in the summer and then drop down in the wintertime when no one's using their AC system, or the opposite in the heating-dominated climate. Home performance is more level, and you get to enjoy the benefits of that leveling out during the slow seasons. Home performance offers a comprehensive approach that delivers solutions that are better for your customers and their families. So a well-designed and installed HVAC system can do a great job on delivering comfort in homes, but it's a lot easier to deliver comfort to a home if you have control over the elements, if you can control the air leakage, if you control the moisture getting into the house, or the heat, how much comes in and how well it retains the existing heat. Home performance is also a great way to increase your profits. You can add thousands of dollars to your average ticket with incremental work at higher margins. You can truly solve your customers' problems and think outside the box. So instead of just working at the AC system and furnace system, you actually get to think of the duct sizing, the duct design, the insulation, how it's installed, the air leakage of the house. And once you have control over all those things, that's when you truly solve a homeowner's problem, not by delivering more air to a room with a bigger system because the house is leaky and can't retain that air. You get reduced callbacks also. You're going to have happier and more long-term customers, and you're going to be able to stand out from the two men in the truck AC companies or service companies that you're currently competing against. Because when you talk about home performance and the whole home as a solution, you're not comparing unit XR15 to the other guy's XR15 anymore. And you're also going to increase your close rates. When you can make better and bigger promises to the homeowner, that's going to increase your tickets. So where do you start? How do you know what's a priority and what's not? Probably in your climate, the HVAC is going to be the largest energy user in the home, around 40 to 60%. That's where the home performance and the house as a system comes in. A system is a set of interconnected parts where changes to one part impact changes to the other. And our homes are made up of all kinds of systems. The way we build houses is completely independent. We have our framer that builds the frame, and then the electrician, plumber, HVAC. They all come in and do their separate parts, and none of these trades really talk to each other. And therein lies the problem with inefficient homes. And so as an energy auditor and home performance contractor, we bring all those trades together under one roof. And we're going to talk about all those things. All the systems of a home, you'll learn how they all impact one another. And if you change one thing, it's going to change the others. So systems include the HVAC system, your insulation, framing, electrical, the occupants, the homeowners, plumbing, drywall, ductwork, appliances, windows. All those things will get factored in to your home performance recommendations. And the energy audit is the initial analysis that ties those things together. It evaluates how energy is being used in a home. It identifies areas of energy waste. We get to test improvements before and after they're made to verify that results were done correctly and to make sure we're not putting the occupants in danger. And it establishes opportunities for energy savings. If we can't measure a baseline, we really don't know how much we're improving. And that's what the audit does. And so this website was modeled around the BPI Building Analyst Exam. Under the study guide section, I've broken down all the topics that are on the exam and put all my knowledge as a private home performance contractor and energy auditor for you to learn from to help prepare for that exam. I cover everything from thermal boundaries to CAS to blower door setup. There's over 100 pages of free content in here to help you prepare for that BPI exam and become a better energy auditor. A practice test to help you prepare for the exam, and a blog with a lot of useful diagnostic info, and a newsletter for home performance professionals to continue to hone in their skills. So I really hope you enjoy the site. Take a look around and send me an email to say hi. Welcome to the BPI Exam Academy.